What's going on, everybody? Devoid G Money and Quinte. This is the Not for the Bay podcast. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and all other major streaming platforms. Also, be sure to follow our other social media pages: Twitter, Instagram, and on our Facebook page. Bangers as usual, as you see by the title. We'll be discussing Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Antonio Brown, COVID vaccination, the candy vaccination suspension. I did have a wild card in here for G Money as far as the NBA is concerned. But outside of that, what's going on, fellas?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's up, everybody?
You know, when I was thinking about what I was going to make the pod about today, I was like, man, there's really nothing much to talk about until Banks just comes into the private chat and just starts up controversy about Antonio Brown. So shout out to Banks for putting out the topic this evening. But first things first, let me go ahead and hit you with the wild card, G, to warm you up real fast. Because we kind of like touched on the Golden State Warriors may possibly have a little bit of get a run for their money in the playoffs versus the Phoenix Suns, but they came back around and they ended up beating them the second time this week. Well, the second game they had this week, excuse me. But the rumor out there now is the possibility that the Golden State Warriors may be trying to get up under Wiseman, along with other young players on the Warriors, to possibly acquire either Domantas Sabonis or Miles Turner from the Pacers. Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers. So I wanted to get your input on that before we actually just completely jumped into Antonio Brown.
Hey, Sabonis is a bad dude, man. He putting up numbers, but yeah, I guess Wiseman has a good upstart. And I think that you know they need to give the boy more chances because he only played 2 years or 1 year and got injured. So I don't know if I would give up on him. But Sabonis is a bad dude, man. That's a bad white boy. I mean his dad was good. I think he's better than his father, to be honest with you. As far as Miles Turner, he's better than his dad. He's better.
I'm gonna say his father. You gotta remember his father came to the NBA when he was 30 years old already.
Yeah, that's true. He had a short career, but he had a good career.
Yeah.
I think it was about 6 to 8 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as Miles Turner, I think that he's good defensively, and that would surely help against Joker, against Gobert, against Anthony Davis that to play them, against even Zubac, against DeAndre Ayton. So I think he would be good, but I don't think he's worth the trade. See, the thing with the Warriors is that the first game against Phoenix, Ayton ate him up inside. Like they had no answer for him. He just ate him up all in the paint. And so they feel like Sabonis would be good offensively. I don't know if he'd be good defensively. I don't think they need that offense. I think that the better option for them is to either keep Wiseman or go get Miles Turner. That's about it.
I see it. Because they need more defense. They don't really need offense. And then you're going to forget Sabonis going to stretch the floor just like Sabonis can. I know I didn't watch tonight, but that boy can play. I know he can play. I ain't going to front like he a scrub now. That boy can play. But Miles Turner can be a person in the block who can defend the deep post. That's one thing they need. Mm-hmm. And he can move his feet. He's not Bam, but he can guard a guard for a couple seconds where they make the switch. He can do that. So I don't know. That might be a good trade because he has the years on him. I mean, he's. I think him and Bam are the same age. He's still young. So I don't know. I think that'll be a good trade, but I don't want to give up on Wiseman. I think Sabonis
like 29.
Yeah, I don't want to give up on Wiseman. That's too fast. And I think Wiseman can be better. But me personally, I wish he have a 3-team trade to let him get traded to the Heat, stash him on the bench, train him up. how they did Bam, have him playing 10 minutes a game.
Yeah, they did Bam on the white side. Yeah.
Make him sit on the bench, work with Haslam and Bosch, Next thing you know, his ass come out be Raw the next year. So I don't know.
So
the Warriors, they're trying to. The Warriors trying to win now. They realize, Steph is going to be 33. I think he's already 33. Clay's in his mid-30s. Draymond is in mid. They have a few years of a championship window. So they're trying to win now.
Year. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the
you
last
keep saying
year.
That. I'm telling
you,
dude.
This year is his last year of winning a championship.
Nah,
he has magic.
Who,
dude? I'm gonna say this to you. Last year,
to my Steph.
Yes, this is last year, bro. I'm gonna say this. How many years?
One more year.
No, this is. He can be efficient. He can be. What's his name? Played for the Heat. Man, he played for Milwaukee and the Sonics.
Lowry?
Ray Allen. He can be Ray Allen.
Ray Allen, okay.
Because you got people forget that man got 2 bad ankles. It's not gonna hold up. I don't care how much steroids he taking, because Steph went from anorexic to buff. I don't care how much steroids he taking right now. Those steroids gonna wear off eventually. He ain't LeBron. So this is their year to try to win the championship right now. That's just my opinion. It's over after that.
I don't want to say over, but it gets harder after this year.
Hey man, you got to be honest with people. Stop sugarcoating. It's over. If you don't win it this year,
I would say it's over.
As far as him being an alpha, I will probably say he might need to, pass the torch over to somebody else. But I think they can still continue to be championship contenders.
I don't know.
With the players that they have on their roster right now, they could develop.
If they keep the young players, develop them how they did Steph, Clay, and Draymond, yes. But if they trade them off, that's what's gonna mess them up. Because how you gonna pass the torch to somebody who may not want to stay there? They might want to go somewhere else and get some more money. Because if you keep hiring mercenaries, nobody gonna want to come to your team. Think about it.
That's true. But I like the young depth that they got. Gary Payton. We talked about Wiseman. We don't know what he's going to be, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be a star if he's developed correctly.
Steve
Andrew Wiggins, he's coming into his own finally, looking like that number one.
Andrew, listen, let me tell you. Hold on. Can I just say something? Wait. I just got to say something. About Andrew Wiggins. Let me just say, a lot of people are talking bad about him for years, and rightfully so, because he's been trashed. But this year, man, that boy is balling, man. He's balling. He's very efficient. He's playing defense. He's actually playing defense. Finally, after all this time, he's actually playing good defense. Shout out to Andrew Wiggins. Good comeback. He's playing well. I like him. I like his game this year.
I like him too. I really like him too. And I feel like Andrew Wiggins is going to help out the Warriors a lot in the playoffs when Clay comes back, because when Steph ends up getting into those slumps in the playoffs where he's like non-existent, and of course when Clay comes back, he's going to be doing his thing. I feel like Andrew Wiggins is going to be a pivotal part for the Warriors when they get deeper into the playoffs.
And people forget Steph does have a couple games a season that he can't make a shot.
But that's rare, though. That's very rare.
I'm gonna say this. Sometimes I'm gonna say this with Steph. I'm gonna say if they bring back hand checking, oh my, it'd be a beautiful thing to see if he can still do that same thing. That's my opinion.
I told you. I said it on Wednesday when they get in the playoffs, it's a little more physical. So a lot of times when Steph comes off those screens, he has 2 people on him, so he can't take a shot. He has to pass the ball, and they hit him with elbows. They're more physical with him. So he does have times in the playoffs where he doesn't play like how he's supposed to play.
Yeah, that's the thing. And you want Draymond to take shots? Not no more. He needs to sit his. Oh Lord, that boy.
Well, if you're the defense, you want Draymond to take a shot. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say Draymond. He's a good player if you have a team full of young players to motivate them. He's good at that. I give Draymond that. But at the same, Draymond is not a hooper. You understand? He's a dude that loves basketball who happened to make it to the NBA.
Charles Barkley said.
May I also put a first? Let me ask you before I even ask this question. Who do you think are the front runners for Defensive Player of the Year?
Well, one of them got hurt.
Yeah, he did. Bam got hurt.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know. I mean,
you got Jokic.
Defense? Jokic? I don't know about defense.
Well, no, that's rebounds. I won't say that. I'll take that back.
Okay. So you're not gonna put Draymond in the conversation?
Hell no.
No.
Draymond is still up there. Don't be disrespectful, Chris. I know you.
Come on now, man. Draymond have no lateral movement no more. He be falling over when somebody shake him. He fell down twice in one game.
I'ma still go ahead and put Draymond in there. Jokic, you could definitely put in there.
Gobert,
Mikal Bridges from the Suns.
Yep, that's exactly where I was going with it. That's where I was going with it because as an on-ball defender, Mikal Bridges, he's a monster. He is a monster. Like I'm becoming a fan of Mikal Bridges. He's balling right now.
Oh, you can put what you call from the Heat. He's playing when he plays. He plays good defense.
Oh,
I don't want him to waste his energy.
Who are you talking about?
Michael Jordan's stepson. What's his name?
Vincent? Was it Vincent?
Nah, man. Starter. Not Vincent. Yeah.
You're not talking about. Who are you talking about?
Dang. My mind is on football right now, not basketball.
Okay, we'll come back to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely come back to that. But yeah, Mikal Bridges, he is balling right now, especially the way he was guarding Steph the other night. Yeah. I was like, yep, he that one, dog. He is that one. But Anthony Edwards, I want to talk about Anthony Edwards too.
Also, I don't know if you guys noticed. Anthony Edwards, yeah, he's special. He's nice.
He's like he's LeBron who's not afraid to take it to the hole every time.
Oh yeah. I feel like he's LeBron, but got that Jimmy Butler mentality though.
That's what I'm thinking about, Jimmy Butler. Yeah, but sometimes that mentality it f's it up for you. Trust me, it does. You gotta have control. You have to have control chaos, not just chaos all the time. Cause you're gonna wear yourself out. You're gonna get tired. And when
I agree.
Need you, when they need you, you can't do nothing. You slouched over somewhere because you're breathing hard. I'm just being 100.
I agree. Now
go ahead. Go ahead,
G. No, go ahead, G.
No, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say before we continue, I just want to give two shout outs. The world champs, we playing them tonight, but the Bucks. They started out bad. They've been playing very, very well. They recovered, and also the Cleveland Cavaliers are in the playoffs. The playoffs started. They're in the playoffs right now. I've never they beat us the other day. They blew us out. Cleveland plays with energy, and Ricky Rubio, man, that boy is special in Cleveland. I don't know if you've been watching him play, but he's playing well. He started. Shout out to Cleveland Cavaliers, man. They playing well.
Yeah, he started to shoot. I was like, yo, what Ray Allen basketball camp he go to in the offseason?
Right.
I think
go ahead.
2 weeks ago or something like that, he drained 10 threes in a game or something.
Yeah, he had a triple-double. He's been leading that team with all the young guys and Saxton, whatever his name is. He's playing well. Kevin Love is even still playing. That team, they're young and hungry. They obviously ain't gonna do nothing, but I'm just saying, it's good to see.
It's gonna fizzle out when they get to the 40 game mark. You already know what's gonna happen.
Shoot, when we get to the All-Star break, I could bet you right now $20 on the line. They gonna drop probably to the 7th seed.
They gonna drop further than that.
I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. They gonna drop to the 7th seed.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Cause that's when the Heat teams usually hit their stride. I don't know if they gonna be able to beat us after that.
Okay, so if the playoffs started, so obviously we already got the Cavaliers. Cavaliers are currently sitting right now, they got a playoff spot. But if you pull up the Eastern Conference right now, if you pull up the Eastern Conference right now,
the
who's going to
Nets
be
at
taking that
number
spot
one, the
from them?
Bulls 2, the Heat are third, the Wizards are fifth. I think the Celtics might take their spot. I think the Celtics might come up.
Yeah.
I still got faith in them. Atlanta and New York, they're disappointing to me. I thought they would be better this year, but
they don't have no defensive presence. They don't have that person on the team.
Right, 4 through 6, or no, 5 through 6, 5 through 10 can change, but 1 through 3 I think is set. I think the Nets, Bulls, and the Heat and the Bucks will be 1 through 4, in my opinion, when it's all over.
So the Heat 14-9, the Bucks 14-9.
I feel like the Hawks will get it together. I think they'll get that space before the Celtics do.
They're gonna be a nice team to watch. They're not gonna do nothing.
Oh well.
And I think the Heat gonna fall off for a couple games because we don't have Bam. We might not have Bam for like 2 months.
Sure, some Wizards might fall off.
The Bucks are definitely going to move up, and the Wizards are going to go down to me.
Yeah, the Wizards are not making the playoffs. Come on now. If I was the bet money, I'm gonna put the Hawks. I'm gonna put the Hawks and the Celtics in before I put the Wizards in.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, but to me, they need to play the Asian and black dude more. Get him some more minutes.
Rui Harashi.
Yeah, man. I'm like, why they don't let the man play?
That's true.
I don't get it. They have him coming off the bench. Like, what the hell? It's like, who else you have? I know you have. I know you have Bill. Come on now, dude. That boy need to play.
I agree. I
definitely agree. You need to let him play.
I don't know. Maybe. I honestly don't know.
I don't know.
I see them slide. They're gonna be the team. They're gonna be the team that's gonna slide the most in the East. I think those are pretenders right there. The Wizards are the pretenders.
The Wizards?
But yeah, the Wizards are pretenders. I don't believe in the Wizards.
Okay.
Oh no, you're not gonna no controversy with that, G?
Nah.
No, I agree with you.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this Antonio Brown situation because, like I said, Banks started the whole conversation in the.
You gotta bring me up to speed
in the group chat. So he brought up. Well, there's two different topics, but I'm gonna talk about that one after this. But he brought up the whole Antonio Brown situation. Obviously, he got suspended by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers along with safety Mike Edwards for a fraudulent COVID vaccination card. I believe it's 3 games. And we were having the discussion, the comparison between this situation and the Aaron Rodgers situation. And I get it. I get it. Everybody's upset with Aaron Rodgers. They think that he lied. The thing is, though, he told the NFL and the Packers that this is what he decided to do. I don't know what the term was that he actually did take. It was like some what was it, Quinte, that Aaron Rodgers took?
He was immunized, whatever he said.
But
he took some natural. He took a natural pathogen thing. He didn't take.
Yeah, he took some natural pathogen type deal.
Yeah,
and that's his way of being vaccinated, I guess. Excuse me, immunized.
Immunized.
I'm gonna use that word.
His word. That's what he said.
Yes, immunized. So the NFL, the Packers, were completely aware of what he did, and I feel like while I defer it between the two situations, between that and the Antonio Brown situation, Antonio Brown actually literally lied and presented a fake COVID vaccination card. So I want to get you guys' thought on that before we even move forward.
Go ahead, Quinte. I want to hear what you got to say.
All I gotta say, he white. That's all. I'm done.
That's it?
Yep, I'm done. He white.
Okay, so but my thing is though, with them knowing that, or the Packers knowing that already.
All I can say, he's playing in Wisconsin and he's white.
I understand that.
I understand it is nothing to talk about.
It's a lot to talk about because
you can bring up Antonio Brown's past allegations, his past dealings, all his past things that have this stuff come up that is bad. But Aaron Rodgers is white. That's it. That's all I can say. I can't argue. I don't have nothing to argue about. He's white. He can do that.
Okay,
I'm gonna say this. Think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie Irving is not getting vaccinated because he doesn't feel right and he have a voice for the people who don't really want to do it. Right? He has that. If Kyrie was playing for the Miami Heat, don't you know he still can play every freaking game? It's because he's playing in a state that requires you to have the candy. But at the same time, Aaron Rodgers Aaron Rodgers is a white man. Joe Rogan is a white man. Put like this. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys listen to Tariq Nasheed or anything like that. If Tariq Nasheed said anything like that, like talk about some of the stuff that Joe Rogan's have on his podcast, they'd be ass knocking on his door. the people's be knocking on his door. But he's a white dude, man. That's all I chuckled up as. They can do what they want, and with no repercussions. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Go ahead, G. You can have the floor, man.
Not only is he a white dude, but he's a quarterback. So quarterbacks obviously get more leverage and more special treatment than any other position. There's not much more I can say. I mean, he's right. Yeah. White people get away with 90% of everything they do. Like they have so much privilege and they don't understand.
Yes,
a 17-year-old kid got an automatic weapon.
Killed three people and got off.
Killed two people and shot and injured one, and nothing happened to him. I'm telling you, people don't like to hear this. People don't like to understand this. But white people have so much power and so much influence, not over just the United States, but over the freaking world. This is bigger than sports. But again, let me just bring it back down to sports. Bring it down to the NFL level. Of course, Aaron Rodgers is going to get away with this because he's a quarterback and he's a white quarterback. Antonio Brown, you know, his past and what he's been through. Plus, he's a receiver. I mean, that was going to happen. I think that people don't want to get this vaccine. They just don't want to get it. For whatever their reasons are, they want to get it. So they come up with these schemes and these fake cards. They just come up with a lot of stuff to try to avoid taking the shot. And if this was anybody else, he would get over it. But because it's Aaron Rodgers and because it's Antonio Brown, one is going to get away with it and one is not. That's just the nature of the business. Everybody should know this. People should not be surprised when white people get away with shit. This is how it's been since the beginning of time. For whatever reason, they control the earth. That's just how it is. They just get away with everything.
I'm sorry, man. I don't have nothing bad to say. He's white. That's all.
I feel like if it was a similar situation, I would be more with you guys on this one. But considering the fact how the NFL knew about Aaron Rodgers' situation, I can't get on board with it. I just can't.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to you, DeVore. Think about this. You know how I get on with the Colin Kaepernick thing, right?
Yeah.
The NFL's own is owners. They own the players. They own the team.
Correct.
You are on their plantation. You're on their farm, in the facilities. All come on now. It is. Do you get what I'm saying, G? It is.
I understand.
Is
but you know what?
Nothing surprises me. Nothing surprises me. Nothing surprises me. I just take it for what it is, man.
But listen, to Divorce's point, even though I disagree, I think his point is, since the NFL knew about Aaron Rodgers, maybe it's different than you going up to a facility with a fake COVID or candy vaccine card. I get what he's trying to say, but he still lied. I mean, he lied.
He lied to you, but he didn't lie to the NFL. Now, if this situation was okay, black and white, he had a fake vaccination card, then I'll be like, okay, I would agree with you guys. But it's two different situations where I cannot assume that he would have got off that easy if it was the same thing.
Well, okay, let's change the players. Instead of it being Antonio Brown, say if it was Derrick Henry that lied. Say if it was Derrick
Henry, he would get suspended too.
But Derrick Henry is not a controversial player. He probably would get off with a slap on his wrist.
He's getting suspended.
All right, then. So you know your answer.
I feel like everybody would get suspended if that's what they did.
Except Aaron Rodgers, huh?
What'd you say?
I said except Aaron Rodgers, huh?
If it was the same situation, then I can't. It wouldn't be fair for me to assume that Aaron Rodgers would get in trouble or not. We just can't. I just can't make that. I just can't make that call.
I don't know. Okay, what if it was another quarterback? Say if it was Lamar Jackson.
Are we talking about as far as the vaccination card or?
Yeah. Say Lamar Jackson did the same thing Aaron Rodgers did. You think people would be happy? They're not even talking about the Aaron Rodgers thing right now. You got to think about okay.
They really are.
Look at Cam Newton. When Cam Newton first came in the league, he was a freaking model. Clean cut, nice, pretty smile, tall, good-looking black dude. Now he looked like a dude that stayed in Broward. Come on now.
It's definitely the dreads, man. It's definitely the dreads.
Think about it. Just use your mind. And I love Lamar. If Lamar did the same thing, you think Lamar be dragged in the media right now? Be getting dragged. My point is, he's a white man. He can do that. I
don't know, bro, because like if Aaron Rodgers went to the NFL and he said, "This is what I'm doing," and they was like, "Okay, that's fine," you really cannot fault Aaron Rodgers for that specific situation. You gotta fault the NFL. And like it's so much different.
But how can he do that and the other players can't do it? Other players.
Well, everybody else wasn't intelligent enough to come up with something like that to do that.
But how you know? I know some black people.
You say you know some black people.
I get what you.
Trust me, some black people intelligent enough to do that.
I get your point, DeVore. I think what people are mad at is the fact that he didn't go through the protocols that the NFL wanted the players to go through, and he did his own thing because he has privileges, him being Aaron Rodgers. So I think people are upset with that or envious of that or jealous of that. I'm not sure, but I still think that both is wrong when it comes to the NFL, rules. If you're said to take a vaccine, like, okay, so my question is, maybe it's a question, maybe I shouldn't just assume. The NFL, they want the players to take the vaccine or they want them to just get vaccinated? Does it matter which one they take? do they have a specific one that they have to take? Like, are they like? I don't understand that. Like, do you have to take the ones that the NFL is issuing from their doctors, or can you get your own?
I think as long as you're vaccinated, they have no issue with it. But if you're not vaccinated, then you got to go through all the COVID protocols of consistently getting tested. You're denied certain privileges that a vaccinated person, well, player personnel or employee of the NFL would be granted to. So
I mean, yeah, I guess he was smart to do what he did.
So, in my honest opinion, I'm gonna chalk this up as someone who took a shortcut and got into a gray area. That's where I'm gonna chalk up the Aaron Rodgers situation, and the Antonio Brown situation. That is just ignorance. I'm sorry. That's where I gotta put it.
I'm gonna say this to you. How is it ignorant? I'm gonna say this to you. He would have never got caught if his chef didn't open the mouth.
Okay, hey.
I'm gonna say this.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, though.
I'm gonna say this. People, it's like these people sign NDAs and they still tell your business, and you can sue them. You know that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not supposed to do that. Because if we was at some rich white person's house, they made us sign an NDA when we come in there. We saw some freaky stuff, and we go out and tell everybody what we saw. They can sue us. We can go to jail. But this person happens to be of the other hue. They can do what they want.
Of the what?
The rules do not apply. That's what I'm gonna say this to you. Go back. A lot of people do not understand that. Until you get that understanding, I got the conversation at 8 years old when I got beat up and called a nigga. I got that conversation at 8 years old. I've been realizing that some people can do some things and some people can't do certain things. That's just my opinion. That's just, I'm just saying.
If we looking at just microscoping the Antonio Brown situation here, why were you flashing the card in front of your chef anyway?
Because she was the one who gave it to him.
Oh, she gave it to him.
Yes.
And you know what? Sometimes people are too trusting, and they think that they can trust everybody, so they open up to. You got to be careful. So I feel like he messed up. He messed up. But I think that this was a white NFL player, maybe he wouldn't get suspended like this.
I'm telling you, man.
But Antonio Brown did mess up, though. He did mess up. That was his fault.
Yeah, and he's continually messing up. That's the issue. I understand that factor in it. He continues to mess up. He's an attention whore. He's an attention whore to the 100th power.
That's true. All right, so I hate to continue this controversial conversation, but the other topic of discussion in our group chat today was also the comparison of the New Orleans Saints Taysom Hill and Lamar Jackson. So I'm gonna just give you the breakdown. These are Banks' words. He thinks that Lamar Jackson gets crucified for the way that he plays, and due to Taysom Hill's similar play, he gets praised for it.
Let me just say something. Let me go first on this. I feel that a lot of times we black people are too hard on each other. I feel that sometimes we judge each other and critique each other too roughly. Like, for example, the whole LeBron thing. He gets a lot of hate, and most of the hate is from black people. So it's like, I don't understand it. I get you want to criticize, we could judge or whatever, but I think that a lot of the times we're too hard on each other. Now, as far as Taysom Hill or whatever his name is and Lamar Jackson, there's no comparison at all. I don't want to hear that. That boy in New Orleans can't throw as good as Lamar Jackson. Stop it. Get out of here.
They might be a little similar if we're being honest. They're a little similar.
Let me say this. Wait. G Money.
Stop it. Come on, man. Lamar Jackson is way better than him.
G Money. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm gonna say this. Lamar is better than him. I'll give him that. Lamar is better than him, yes. But the play style is very similar. But anytime you have a person of the other hue, like the other conversation we just had, they always gonna big up the other person. You know that? Because I'm gonna say this. To me, Luka is trash. To everyone else, he's the rawest thing. Because if he was a black player, he'd be another. Bro, if he was a black player, he would be another sorry black player. A slow person. He's a lot. Dude, look at how he plays. He's slow as dirt. He can't play defense.
So what? Paul Pierce was slow.
Dude. Paul Pierce was scrappy. That's different.
So far this year, G, the Mavericks have been more efficient without Doncic on the court.
Yes.
Defensively, yeah.
Offensively and defensively
too. When he's on the bench,
not
they
offensively.
Bro, when the Heat played them, when he was on the bench, they scored more points. Watch them games. I'm telling you, man. He's a person that needs to be on if he played for the Lakers right now, he'd be great. He can't be the man on no team. That's just my opinion. He's not that kind of player. That's just my opinion. To me, he's trash. I
like Doncic, but I believe it at
trash.
They're not. The Mavericks are not efficient.
He's not trash. I wouldn't say he's trash.
Man, trash.
I ain't gonna call. Nah,
how you supposed to be a superstar? You can't even. Your team is not even 500. Man, you trash.
Hey, I see superstars play for teams that are not 500.
Not. They're trying to put him on. They're trying to put him on. Right now, no. If he was, they're trying to put him on LeBron's level. Like he's a superstar.
No, that's not.
You know what I'm talking about, G Money. No. You know it's true, man. Every
he's
NBA,
he's not at that level.
He's so good. That's all you hear. They ride that man penis like his.
But here's the thing, Quinte. Here's the thing. When I hate to bring up the race thing again, but when they see a player like that's doing black athletic things.
He's not really doing black athletic.
You gotta, but I'm taking it back to the Taysom Hill. I'm taking it back to the Taysom Hill conversation. He's doing black athletic things, so it's like, damn, he's my hero. But
not to the level. Not to the level of Lamar Jackson. Get out of here.
He hurdled a Dallas Cowboy defender.
I'm gonna say this. Taysom Hill is a H-back playing quarterback. Let's be 100. He's an H-back playing quarterback. He should have never been playing quarterback. He's a weapon.
He brings a lot of energy.
Tim Tebow. He's a more efficient Tim Tebow. That's all he is. He's Tim Tebow. That's all he is.
I'm gonna go ahead and put out my disappointment to Sean Payton too, because I ain't like the way that how he game planned that game against the Dallas Cowboys either.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say if Jameis was playing, they would have won.
Oh yeah, I think if he didn't hurt his finger either.
Yeah.
If Taysom didn't hurt his finger, I feel like they would have beat Dallas.
Yeah. Because they still keep trying to make Dak look like Tom Brady instead of handing the ball off, but that's actually pretty good conversation that we can transition to. I'm telling you, man. I'm tired of seeing that. He can throw for all the yards and they lose.
Hey, gee, you may think that we're coming off as being haters, but we just telling you what it is, bro. Like.
First of all, I don't care if y'all come out. I don't really care about that. I just when I feel like y'all wrong, I'm gonna call y'all out. But when y'all right, I give y'all praise.
Excuse me. Your boy thinks that we're haters, and we're what's the word he uses? We damn. What is he saying?
I just keep telling him and Tannehill the same quarterback, and I keep putting up the stats in the chat. And he don't believe me. They're the same quarterback.
The only thing, but listen, the only thing that I get on, well, not y'all, but Devore about is the whole Rosen thing, Josh. That's the only thing I get on about. Everything else is neutral.
We were just talking about that.
Stop talking about Josh Rosen.
I'm gonna say this to you. I'm gonna say this to you, bro. Say you got drafted in the NFL. You was a decent college quarterback.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna asking you a question, G Money. You was a good college quarterback, right? You get drafted. You played on a sorry ass team with a sorry ass old line, and you had a couple comeback wins, and you lost a lot of games. Then they traded you away to the Dolphins. Was on a rebuild. They got rid of everybody. You playing with the team who played at the Home Depot. It's your offensive lineman.
And he was car salesman.
They expect you to do something with it. I don't care how great a quarterback is. Nobody couldn't do nothing with that team. Because I keep trying to explain to people, if let Tua play with that same team Josh Rosen played, he would have got mollywop. He would have made it out the first game.
G Money.
He played it.
And that we're not.
But I'm not. See,
we are not.
When I say stuff, you think I'm saying he's Tom Brady? No, I am not saying that. I am not saying
he
that.
is good enough to play in this league. But
I'm gonna say Ryan Leaf. I'm gonna say this to you: if you watch Ryan Leaf in college, he was better than Peyton Manning. The boy was good. He just had emotional problems. He didn't know how to deal with the pressures of the NFL. That's what some people don't realize. I'm gonna say this: if you talk to people that played in the league, there's a lot of pressure that you don't see. You do not see the pressures they go through.
Can I ask him a question, Quinte? Can I ask him a question? Because for some reason, it's like he's seeing with his right eye, but he can't see with his left eye. And I say that because he's watching the Chicago Bears, and he sees how terrible the offensive line is for the Bears. Yeah, and he's sympathizing with Justin Fields, but he can't make the same assessment with Josh Rosen, which I'm having a hard time.
That's enough.
Go ahead.
Let me speak.
Go ahead.
I will hear that because first of all, the reason why I say that is because I see potential in Justin Fields. I don't think that's completely his fault that the team is bad. Is he part of the reason? Yes. Is he the full reason? No. But there's potential in this in his game. Josh Rosen, 2,864 yards, 12 touchdowns, 21 interceptions, 61.1% passing percentage in 4 years in the league. I don't want to hear no shit about Josh Rosen. Stop it.
But my
he's been on 5 teams. No, wait. Let me finish.
G-Money. No, you
keep
saying the same every time we bring this.
I'm not done. Every time we bring this up,
y'all bring the same
5 teams. 4 teams said no. 4 teams cut them out. I don't want to hear about no Josh Rosen.
I'm going to say this to you. I'm going to say this. Wait. I just want you to listen to me for 1 second. Well, a couple seconds. When I told you and Banks, do not put Justin Fields in the game, he's going to get hurt. We said that. No, you need to play him. And I'm going to say this to you. If he played the full season, he will be Josh Rosen. You know what they would have did? They would have drafted a quarterback next year. That's I swear, it's like people contradict themselves when they say stuff. No. No, I'm gonna say this to you, bro.
That's not the case.
Justin Fields, if Shetty got ACL, oh man, he messed up his draft stock. But people need to stop with that, man. To me, they need to stop playing these young quarterbacks on these bad teams. You make the quarterback look worse than what he really is. That's all I'm saying to you.
I told you this the other day.
You cannot play a quarterback.
We're saying
on a trash team. But no, I've been steady with this.
Okay, so we're saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing.
No. You saying you trying to say
trash.
No, wait.
You trying to hold on.
Wait. Let me finish.
I'm trying to say what
you trying to say. You trying to say a person is trash because he played on 3 trash teams. No, 2 trash teams back to back. And you trying to say he's trash.
Let me say something.
That's why I can't give my analysis on a player say he trash when he played on 2 trash teams. If he played on 2 good teams and he was trash, yeah, he's trash. You understand what I'm saying? That is my opinion. You can't say a person's trash and say until he plays on a team that's comparable so you can see what he can do. Because like when I talk about Dak been playing on a superstar team his whole fucking career. He can't do shit. And people, they don't say nothing about Dak and say he's the best. He can't win no fucking game because he'll not audible to a fucking run play. That's my whole issue. And you got Mahomes over, he can't read no fucking defenses, but he won a Super Bowl because Andy Reid. You understand? It's like people don't see all these things that go into the game. They see what one person does. It's other things into the game, bro. And I know it is favoritism in the game. Anybody who plays sports, organized sports, knows favoritism. They want certain people to play. I'm gonna say this to you, bro. If the black coach never got fired from the Cardinals, he would still be playing for the fucking Cardinals right now. That's what people don't realize, bro. This never happened before. You don't draft a quarterback one year and then offer him the next year and draft another quarterback. And you don't know if he's the man because his ass is always hurt too. Come on, it's too much contradiction. And you can't, to me, you need to stop throwing these young players into the fire like that. That's how you F them up. They don't know how to read no defense.
Okay, so before you go, DeVore, I need to respond to that because I hear everything that you're saying. What I'm saying to you is that you take Justin Fields' game and you take Josh Rosen's game, player to player. Justin Fields has talent. You can see the talent. You can see the potential.
What talent do you see?
Let me finish. Let me finish. I actually went back and looked at Josh Rosen's play and how he's played out in the 4 years. I actually researched him because I wanted to see if what Banks was talking about was true and if what DeVore was talking about was true. The man cannot play football. He is not a good quarterback. He cannot read defenses. He doesn't play well. He doesn't have any talent, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't care about the teams he's been on.
That's your
I don't care. He's not a good quarterback. If he's such a good quarterback, if he's such a good quarterback, why isn't he a starter? Why isn't he a starter? If he's such a good quarterback,
why isn't he even in the league if he's not a good quarterback?
The man got in the game twice this year. It went 1 for 6 and then went 1 for 1.
Oh my God. He's playing for another trash team. He's playing for another trash team.
Can I just want to read the starters for the Miami Dolphins that 2019 season for G Money and tell them where they are right now. Julian Davenport, third stringer right now. Jesse Davis, unfortunately, he's still a starter, but you can ask any Miami Dolphins fan about his name. They want to put his head on a spike. Shaq Calhoun, backup. Daniel Kilgore, backup.
Oh, he retired.
Oh, Kilgore retired?
Yeah, he couldn't get a job.
Oh, see, he couldn't get a job, so he retired. But the thing is, G, like if you cannot be efficient on the offensive line, your offense doesn't move. So how can you really evaluate a player, let alone a very young player? Because you say that Justin Fields has talent, and I feel like the reason why you say he has talent is because he's mobile. Not every quarterback is mobile. People's talents can be arm strength. Their talent can be their anticipation in throwing the football. Like those are great attributes to have as a quarterback. Just different quarterbacks have different strengths. Now, as far as Josh Rosen is concerned, we really don't know what his strengths are because we haven't seen him on a consistent basis, along with the tools, offensive line, receivers, and a decent running back to play with.
But I'm gonna say this real quick, man. If you rewatch that whole season he played for the Arizona Cardinals, the man had 2 comeback wins. I think he won 2 more games. And they lost every game after that. He showed something for them to want to keep him, but they fired the coach. They fired Wilkes, and now I feel like they didn't give him a fair shake either. You can't give a coach effed up situation, then you expect him to make berries out of it, wine. It's just not going to work. And then you come in the next year, hired other dudes. He still ain't that good to me. He's not a good coach. He might be a decent offensive coordinator, but he's not a good coach. He was a trash coach in college. He never was 500 in college. How did he get a job in the NFL?
I agree. You're talking about Cliff Kingsbury?
Yes.
Okay, G. The Cardinals, they only won 2 more games the next season with Kyler Murray. So what is the difference?
What is the difference? That's just my issue. It's like I don't want to argue with you, G. I'm not want to argue. Just calm down. I just want you to think about that. Just think about that. That's my whole issue with the thing, because it's like okay, what take Dolphin people who like the Dolphins. They say he was trash, and I say he's Tua doing the same crap he was doing. And when I say Tua doesn't say, they get mad at me.
But he was throwing the ball down the field.
But to me, it's not really about throwing the ball down the field. It's like the stuff I see Mac Jones doing. Mac Jones is an elite quarterback. He's on his way to being an elite quarterback. And I said that from the beginning. Remember that, G?
I completely 100% agree with you. Yeah.
That boy is on the way to be an elite quarterback.
Yeah.
They look at because it's like, okay, you look at if the Dolphins had what's the quarterback for the Chargers?
Herbert.
You think Herbert will be better in our offensive scheme than Tua?
Yes.
I think he will, because he's better than Tua. Yeah.
Yes. But if you hear Dolphins people, they're going to say, oh, he's not that good. No, buddy. No, I'm going to say this. The reason why the Dolphins want to trade for Deshaun Watson, because Tua doesn't have that it factor. He may have it one day, but right now he does not have it. You understand? It's a couple of games we lost because he couldn't get the offenses rolling, because they want, it's offensive coordinators, this is that, it's this, that. As a quarterback, you should be able to know what you can do. You should be in the film room learning other teams' tendencies to know what they're going to do this play. Oh, they might do this. He does not know. You can look at the game and tell he does not know. From my eye test looking at the game, I see he doesn't know. And you see Justin Herbert, he knows, but he's still young. He's going to make mistakes. But they don't look at that. They look at, he sucks. He's been playing terrible.
And he's only a year older than Tua. Josh Rosen, going back to Josh Rosen. He's only a year older than Tua. So my thing is, you got you and the other guy, y'all want to judge him, and he's still young, making mistakes, and he doesn't get the opportunities like Tua does. He doesn't get to come out the very next series and do his thing.
No, Bates already said
listen. Let me just say something. All y'all saying, what y'all saying makes sense. It would make sense if y'all would have a lot of points, only if he hasn't been on 5 teams. 4 teams, 4 GMs, 4 organizations said no on Josh Rosen. But Quinte and DeVore love him. Okay. Because
we never said love.
We never said this. Let me say this, G Money.
We understand the game enough not to say anything ill-advised due to the circumstances of what he's been put in. I'm gonna say the exact same thing with Daniel Jones. I am not going to say I'm not going to voice my opinion about him yet until they do something with that offensive line too.
I'm gonna say Daniel Jones is a decent quarterback. He's on a bad team. They're not developing him correctly, and some people don't realize that when certain players get drafted to certain teams, certain markets, they're not ready for that kind of place. You understand? Certain players are not ready for that, bro. It's not. It's not made for you. Say like if I'm born in the Midwest in the country, and I got drafted by the Jets, and I'm a quarterback, I'm gonna be terrible.
He ain't meant for that kind of attention.
I'm not meant for that. If I got drafted by the take Mark Brunell, he got drafted by the Jaguars that year. No, he played good. He said if I got drafted by any other team, he said I'd probably been a drunk. You understand? Think about it, bro. It's like people don't realize those little things. Because that's why certain players pick certain schools so they don't have so much pressure on them. You understand what I'm saying? Because, yeah, some people pick Alabama because they want to go straight to the NFL because they think they can. They don't want to play. They just want to have a streamline straight to the NFL. But some people don't have that kind of talent. But at the same time, it's certain people who have favoritism because I've seen it with my own eyes. I seen somebody who's 6'3", 220, run a 4.4. They get no playing time, but a person that's 5'9", 200 got the play time.
I've seen it, experienced it too.
So it's like, come on now. That's what it boggles my mind. It's about favorites. It's like some stuff people don't pay attention to in the game. I know if you have your opinion, that's your opinion. I can't fight you, and we can debate back and forth. That's all. But it's crazy to me.
I also wanted to touch on your boy Jalen Hurts too, because me and Quincy already stated that the fact that they're going to go get a quarterback this year due to the situation down there in Indianapolis. They don't seem like they're going to be letting up on Carson Wentz's playing time anytime soon, considering the fact they're fighting for a playoff spot.
I'm gonna say this. Me personally, I like Jalen Hurts, but I already know what's gonna happen. You know they're gonna draft the quarterback, man.
You think so?
Come and say this. They don't give some of us chances like that. They don't give us chances at that position.
That's not always true. I mean, you got Russell. You got Russell. Okay.
Name a quarterback who got a chance. I'm not talking about name a quarterback who got a chance. I'm not talking about the team that drafted it. I'm talking about if you say Russell didn't make it to the Super Bowl that year, he was trash, mediocre, average. You think he still be playing for the Seahawks right now? No.
He wouldn't be playing the league if he was mediocre and trash.
I'm just being honest.
If they were at the bottom of the NFL that year at Russell's first year, because remember he was a 6th round pick, correct?
I think 4th or 5th.
4th or 5th round pick. So if they were to have been at the bottom of the NFL that year, his first year in the NFL, they definitely would have been taking a quarterback in the first round in the top 5.
Yep.
And you may be experiencing the Josh Rosen syndrome here, because I don't personally. This is a situation where, regardless, you're in a lose-lose situation, because you currently hold. Well, technically, it's not. Whose first round pick do they have?
They have ours. They have
ours.
Yeah.
They have the Dolphins. So none of those picks are going to be in the top 5 unless it's the Eagles, correct?
Yeah.
So Jalen Hurts is in control of his own destiny. If we want to break it down, because if y'all don't win, I could almost guarantee he's going to be out of Philadelphia, because they're going to be in the top 5 grabbing a quarterback. Now Indianapolis.
It's not really a quarterback to be drafted at that high. It's defensive players to be drafted, but not quarterbacks.
Oh, so there's no quarterbacks projected to be that high.
The best 2 quarterbacks, no, 3. You got Ritter from Cincinnati, you got the dude from Pittsburgh, and you got the dude Sam Howell from North Carolina. But they're not even worth being drafted that high.
Okay, so with you having a possibility,
that's why I'm saying that. Go ahead, DeVore. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They're going to draft the quarterback. They're going to draft
No. Go ahead, G. I wanted to hear what you had to say.
Based on my information and based on what Quinte just said, I don't think they'll draft a quarterback. I think that they're going to ride with Jalen Hurts. Now, it makes sense to draft a quarterback. I'm not going to lie to you, because he hasn't made a turn yet, but he still has, I think that they should give him more time, in my opinion.
Oh, you do?
I just don't think that it would do it this year. I think because the Colts are trying to fight for a playoff spot, and we don't know where that pick with the Dolphins be. I mean, I don't see the Eagles drafting a quarterback. Maybe the following offseason, but not this coming offseason. Not
the better quarterbacks coming out next year, not this year.
Right. So we're gonna wait. Yeah, so we're gonna wait till the following year. So we're gonna give Jalen Hurts 2 years. Well, two years and a quarter. 2 years and a quarter.
Nah, Tua getting traded as soon as January hit. We gonna get a first round draft pick and use that first round draft.
You ain't get no first round draft pick off of Tua.
No, trust me. Somebody, I'm gonna say the Saints might draft. Want to trade for him. The team we just beat, the Panthers might trade for him. Yeah,
they're not giving up a first round pick.
If
he continues
to play, I got a question.
To me, he's showing enough that shows that he could be a starting quarterback in the league.
Go ahead.
He can be a starting quarterback. He just needs to get better.
What's your question, Judge G?
I got a question for you two Dolphin fans here. So after this season, you really don't see Tua as the quarterback for the Dolphins? Like he's gone? There's no chance at all? What if before you answer, what if the Dolphins actually make the playoffs and Tua is one of the main reasons why you think that they would give up on him still?
I mean, let me stop you right there because you just said Tua is one of the main reasons that we make the playoffs.
But he's not even the main reason we won in 4 games. Dude, I'm gonna say this, CG. You know the defense been getting the defense. But the defense has been setting them up for those lollipops, them cherry picks every time. Because I'm gonna be honest, too, it's the reason why we lost games in the beginning of the season. No boys couldn't capitalize on the turnovers. We had 10 turnovers the first half of the season, and the offense didn't do nothing with those 10 turnovers.
And we would have lost to the Patriots if they didn't get that second one.
Yeah, I'm being honest.
So then you understand my point. The defense has been playing the same since the beginning of the season. What's gotten better? The offense gotten better.
No. The defense defense are scoring points now. The past couple of games, the defense have been scoring points. That's the difference.
Now here's the thing now, because Byron and Xavier weren't healthy at the beginning of the season too as well. So we played a little bit differently at that time. But now we're at the point now they're healthy enough we can go back to doing what we do. So we're able to get takeaways and put the offense in situations where it's almost impossible for them to not walk away with points. That's what it is.
Trust me.
Tua has nothing to do with the Dolphins winning.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to you, bro. All right. The first game we won, he threw the interception. Bad time of the game. Defense
in the red zone.
Yes. Know what the defense did? They intercepted it and ran it back to the 20. Easy for him to go score. Right? It's like, and then the defense stop them 3 or 4 times in a row. But you know what happens? Our offense get the ball back 3 and out. And didn't even move it. But now they're moving the ball. I get him that he is playing a little better. I'm not going to front like he's
Whoa.
He is playing a little better.
Quinte, hold on. Time out.
I already said he is playing a little better.
No, I will
He's showing
not.
He
will
can be
not
an NFL starter.
Hold on. Wait. Let me say something before you say something. The last game, Tua, 27 for 31, 230 yards, 1 touchdown. That's so efficient. Y'all got to give this man a little bit of credit, man. Come on, man.
Wait.
Where he's throwing the ball, like
I understand
this offense is so vanilla. It's not.
But I'm gonna say this to you. But that's
Tom Brady. Play quarterback.
Tom Brady been doing it for 20 years.
Stop it.
Tom Brady been doing it for 20 years.
The way that he's getting his completions,
give him a little bit of credit.
It's like
I gave him a little bit, not a lot.
But I'm just saying, Quinte, I'm literally seeing Preston Williams. I'm seeing Preston Williams in the pistol formation, and they're snapping the ball to Tua. Tua is rolling out and throwing the ball to Preston Williams as fast as he possibly can, and he's reliant on yards after the catch. Like these are 2-yard passes.
But at the same time, I'm calling you Banks. DeVore is Tom Brady lived off that. And he's still doing it.
Brother, Brother, 27 for 31 is
but say
very
this,
efficient.
But G Money, we got a special teams touchdown in that game. Xavier Howard ran it back to the 20. Holland run it back, and we got another one.
This is why Banks get on y'all.
I call a spade. I'm real.
No credit, but you want to give all the praise to Josh Rose.
But see, why you keep bringing up Josh Rose when we talk about a totally different thing? Come on now, dude. And then you get mad when I tell you your team is going to draft the quarterback next year. Come on now, man. You serious?
We call it a spade a spade.
But my thing is, it's like you gotta understand the defense has been playing the same. What has changed a little bit? He's playing in the red. He's playing complementary football. He's moving the ball. He's not scoring enough points, but he's moving the ball. He's doing his job. Keep the defense not on the field all the time. Just not get 3 and outs and 50
got better.
seconds.
He got better from the beginning.
It's not
he
that
got better
much.
from the beginning of the season. I'm not saying he's great.
He got 10%. He got better. If out of 100%, he was at 40. He's at 60 right now, or 50.
Are you serious? I said he was at 35 before this streak started. He was at 35. Now
he was at 10. Because it's like even when I watch the games, bro, he still does not. It's like I don't see nothing about him. It's like when I see Jalen Hurts play, I see Jalen Hurts. He has command. People like him. People trust him. I can see it. I don't see them. I just see this little skinny dude with little arms. I'm like, man, he's going to get killed out here, man. That's all I see.
All right, so we at the minute of 7 minute mark. Do we have any final thoughts before we close this thing out?
Man, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself, man.
G.
I guess short and sweet. I got a little angry today, and I had to reevaluate certain things and think about things and not allow myself to be bothered by stupidity. And I'm on the path of peace and tranquility, and just on the path of just a better life. So if I said a few things, or if I offended anyone, I apologize. I just want peace in my life. I want everybody to be happy. I want as less drama as possible. I want people to love one another and not have hatred in their heart. That's it, the peace and love, man. That's all I'm about, man.
All righty. Be sure to listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. We'll be back Wednesday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. This is the Now for Debate podcast. Excuse me. We up out of here, man.
Peace.